Hello guys, I'm Hesmiyu and welcome to another chapter of Narcissu Side 2nd. This time it is chapter 13, Kindness.
Hot. Without thinking, the word slipped out. It looked like today was also going to be a true midsummer day. And in that, while heading to usual hospital, I turned to a different place. The church. Since that day before going to the beach, it was my second time coming here. For some reason, Himiko-san did not try and meet with Chihiro-san. More accurately, it was probably not just Chihiro-san. Family and friends, anyone close. One could believe that she was avoiding them. And so, like this, in her stead, I came to Chihiro-san. The same as before, as I quietly opened the door, my feet step in. Chihiro-san. Ah, Satsumi-san. I've brought this. As I spoke, I handed over the key I was entrusted with. Himiko-san said to hand this over. I see. Thank you. In such heat. As she replied, and I accepted the key, Chihiro-san gave me her usual calm smile. And then, from her pocket, she took out a handkerchief. Ah. The sweat that was running down from my face, she gently wiped it off. Thank you. So, can you tell Oni-san for me? Oni-chan for me? Question mark? If there's a time that she needs it, tell her to just say, anytime. Alright. All while she was speaking, Chihiro-san continued to dab away my sweat. Well then. Wait a moment. May the bountiful blessings and grace of the Lord be upon you. Again, for my sake? For that question, there came no answer. Just the usual gentle smile faced me. When I left the church, it was like a deluge of cicada cries. The sun right overhead dropped sharp, black, short shadows during the peak of the heat. In the middle of this, Chihiro-san said she would go now to university, and when that ended, would come again to the 7th floor. Saturdays, she also went to a school for the disabled, and Sundays helped with math, so she said. I was sure that compared to people of similar age, she was entirely different. They would pass the time in self-centered and fun ways. This way of life, whether it was only Chihiro-san who followed that path, or if one were Catholic, it was perfectly natural. I didn't know. Once again, coming to the hospital, I followed the white tape running along the floor and headed to the lift. The lift bell chimed. And on the now familiar 7th floor, I hastened towards the room where Himiko-san was waiting. I knocked on the door. Come in. The door opened with a click as I stepped in. Welcome. Today was probably hot too, wasn't it? Before I could reply, I was caught by something else. At a glance, it seemed that she was in the middle of digging around for something. Ah, this. today's a bathing day, so I was getting ready. Now that she said so, I saw that set out around a table were wash basins, shampoos and the like. I know, why don't you come in with me? From the first light odd, then I remembered the Japanese culture. Come in? That's right, together in a bath. In Japan, communal bathing is a thing. Thoughts? Eh? Thoughts? Although, just a joke. What's so funny? That reaction just now was the best. You're normally so cool, so even more so. Thoughts? Now, we're both girls. You don't have to be so embarrassed about it. I thought about our objection to that Himiko-san wasn't a girl, or stopped. Well, let's go. Eh? But wait. Yeah, don't worry. Somewhere, Himiko-san seemed to be having fun. Like she were poking fun at me and my hesitation. As if she were pushing me from behind, she took me along. Water splashed. See? Watching the set off feels good, doesn't it? Fun. In the end, I was almost half forced into the bath. However, I had thought it wouldn't be wide enough for us to go in together, but there was enough room for two to manage. Most likely, it had been built with the assumption that a helper or attendant would also go in. But instead of the size of the bath, I noticed something else, and couldn't help but fall silent. Is it unusual? Saying that, Himiko-san pointed at the large scar on her own chest. So large that my own small scar couldn't even compare. Well, I guess I'm also a girl after all. When I got this, it was a big shock. I quietly listened to those words. Even if I had wanted to reply, I couldn't think of what to say. Oh, hey, I wash your back, so sit there. Alright. And so, together in the shower, he gently washed my back with a towel. I couldn't help but recall how it was like Chihiro-san had earlier wiped my sweat away. For me, I didn't know whether Himiko-san was a devoted Catholic or not. But both of them, without question, I believed were very kind people. Hey, Himiko-san. Why are you avoiding Chihiro-san? Just like I said before. Because she's a kind and good person? Well, that's half of it. Then, the other half is... that's a secret. There's also a rule after all. Rule? That had also been the word from before. And if so, what am I? I'm not a gentle kind person, so the Oni-san will be kind to me. And that question this time, Himiko-san also fell silent. And then, after a bit of thought, she's special, that Professor Croquette. I keep forgetting to look up how to pronounce that word. Thoughts? Saying that again? Water splashed again. Ah! Hey, it's about time we got out. In the end, the conversation was avoided. Even without that, Himiko-san's words had many incomprehensible points. and with 4 secrets. But, just maybe, I was being mixed with someone else in her eyes. I'm sure that would hurt. After knocking, the door opened with a click. So, have you finished eating? Hey, you're leaving the broccoli again. But I don't really like them. Oh, they're just not helping you. Even though previously she would eat them, now she had come to leave them because she didn't like them. But this wasn't like her sickness had turned for the worse and her appetite dulled. Or simply that she was warmed up to me properly, thinking that also made me happy. Well, here, thermometer. You can take it in your mouth, but careful not to bite on it. Okay. With a smile, the girl held a thermometer in her mouth. Oh, this is Himiko-san's flashback. What shone on that face, the summer sun, came through windows that could only open 15 centimeters. Today, as I once again sat in a folding chair, she directed a happy face towards me. Oh, yeah. Hey, it's dangerous, so no talking. Alright. In a moment, the thermometer's alarm rang, and I read out the numbers on the LCD. What degree? 36.5 degrees. This is about normal. Then I might want to go today too. The courtyard or ice cream? Which one? It might be hard to pick. If there are no problems with the temperature, they will go to either one. This was with the doctor's acknowledgement, and lately it had already become a tradition. Like a congratulations for being healthy. Oh yeah. Other than that, a lady I didn't know spoke to me. A lady you didn't know? When? Last night. Who could it be? The people who could come to this place the 7th floor was, in its own way, supposed to be restricted. First there were patients, and a family that come to visit. Then there were the doctors, nurses, and those helpers. Other than that, rarely. Only the priests or sisters would come. That was supposed to be it. Was it someone's visitor? She was wearing pajamas. I think she's someone from here. That was a bit strange. Sure, in the normal ward, the mingling of patients was common. Once in a while, when a chance meeting in this place, even lifelong friends or business partners would be made. But this 7th floor was different. Because everyone was aware of the imminent death, mingling between patients was almost unthinkable. And what did she say to you? I asked, which time? Which time? Yeah, she said that if it was the first, she had something to teach me. What did you say? When I said I didn't really understand, I was told she'd come again. What could that be all about? Come to think, there had been a rumour I heard. How among only the patients on the 7th floor, a legacy continued to be passed down, of walls and the like. Of course, I didn't believe it, and when I asked my previous assigned people, of course, they denied it. But If such a legacy really existed, just what on earth were they passing down? That's... Oni-san? Sorry. Without meaning to, I had been staring into space. Well, shall we go to the courtyard today? Look, for once, today's weather isn't that hot. But even ice cream is a bit sad. Then, there's the ice cream in the courtyard. Even if it was cool, it was midsummer. No matter how much wind there was, the sunlight itself was strong. That was why, leaving a girl on a shaded bench in the courtyard, I dived to a neighborhood convenience store. Sorry for the wait. With the ice bought from the convenience store in hand, I ran back. So much sweat. Phew, it's so hot. Because of the flowering sweat, without thinking, I flapped my skirt. Fashion in the midsummer, certain was to be expected. Here, it hasn't melted yet. Ice pop. Thank you. But where's Oni-san's share? Here, it's okay. It was a 60 yen pouch of soda ice. With an exaggerated flourish, I took out the contents to show her. Ta-da! It comes with two. Take that. The ice broke into two with a snap. I've seen that sort of thing in the store. Here, we each get half. Under the blazing summer sun, the two of us ate soda ice. Yeah, eating ice is the best in hot places, isn't it? Yes, but it's melting a bit. As we spoke about that, we ate. In a flower bed before our eyes, pansies and gibberellas bloomed proudly. The winter use area from the other day, even that would most likely have something planted in it again. I might want you to do that thing again. Sure, hold the ice for a bit. Okay. Both hands of the girl held one ice each. One was mine, and the other was hers. I took from my pocket the rosary, and as always, brought my hands together quietly. As we forgive those who trespass against us, forgive us our trespasses. The Lord's Prayer, also called Our Lord. Probably, anything would have been fine. Or simply that I thought of her and I still was happy with it, then it was enough. Okay, all done. And thank you. No, there's not any great magic after all. In the end, I was simply one of the faithful, and it was nothing more than an imitation. It probably didn't need saying, but none of those words were my own either. Today, whose words were they? Of course, Lord Jesus himself. Then there were other people too? Yes, there are words of many very great saints, popes, words from many people. Wow, there are so many and Oni-san knows them. To the girl who seemed impressed, I gave a nod. Of course, I didn't know them all, but reading the things related in a way to the gospel was my intention. Oh, I knew. No. Hey, how about I give this to you? As I spoke, I once again took up from my pocket the rosary. Okay? For me to take this? Sure, I have another one. What's important is that this way we'll always be able to do it together. Able to do... I can do magic too? Well, I don't know if it's magic. Holding the rosary in her hand, the girl looked happy. Normally, patients of the 7th floor were admitted and discharged a number of times. But for the girl, there was no home to return to. That was why she was always here. That was why I too was always by her side. Nello and Alois met, and soon it would be the 2nd month. Normally, it was the time that the first discharge would have come.
If like I said, that's last episode, the last chapter, that I feel that arc will end sadly. Including chapter 14, I think there are 7 more. I think it's goes up to 20. We had to find out that, but we'll find that out in future chapters. But that's it for this time. I'm Hesmiyu. Goodbye.